Hello everyone, this is Toby with Birdsong Studios. How are we doing today? This is a reading for the sign of Leo. For those of you with Leo as your sun, moon, rising, or north node, we will be looking at energies around the upcoming full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Scorpio, which will occur on May the 5th. This will be the third and final in this series of eclipses. We won't see eclipses or experience eclipses in the sign of Scorpio for some years to come. And so this is wrapping up the series, which began on May the 15th and 16th of 2022. The second was on October 25th. So it feels very much, and I'm getting throughout all the signs so far, but for everyone, that this particular eclipse on May the 5th is going to be a bit of a wrapping up of the information, the wisdom, the learning, the revelations I'm hearing that have come through over this time period. So you may want to look back to May the 15th and 16th and October 25th of last year to see what was going on in your life at that time. This feels very much like a time with this eclipse upcoming on May the 5th of integration of that information, of as well a final clearing and releasing, allowing for the rebirth that comes through that transformative process of the wisdom gained. So we are starting with the Life Soul Vision Oracle by Romy Weiser. Ooh, we have the Spirit Wolf. Card number 25. Okay, so we already said that the second in the series was October 25th. I would definitely look back to October 25th at that new moon eclipse in Scorpio and see what was going on at that time. It feels like it's going to be especially relevant for you, Leo, around situations, occurrences, things that are being revealed with this full moon lunar eclipse on the 5th. Spirit Wolf, certainty of trust. Oh, look at that. There's a lunar eclipse in this card, in the image. Look above the wolf's head. Wow. There, something else that's coming through, and certainly part of it is because we're talking about, because this is Scorpionic energy, it is about the dark, it is about deep truths and being willing to dive into the shadow, take a look at it, being comfortable in the dark. It is about death and rebirth in this, and the transformative process that occurs within that cycle. So it feels it's interesting because as I was, this again is another theme that's been coming through all the readings, this polarity of light and dark, and the deep need for us to have that recognition that they are two sides of the same coin, that they are within all of us, and it's only through balancing those out that we're able to really thrive. I'm hearing we're able to live in the fullness of who we are, and that requires a certainty of trust, as indicated with the Spirit Wolf. It can be a bit of a lonely journey. It's a journey within oneself and about oneself. And so, Leo, it feels like you're being encouraged to I'm definitely getting this connection to your ancestors as well, with the dragonflies surrounding this white wolf. So I am feeling you're being called by your ancestors to really look within the shadow, look within yourself, and what has been, again, what's been revealed? What is it that needs to be reflected upon? We are also in the midst of Mercury Retrograde in Taurus, and we very much have the grounding essence of nature symbolized here in the card. We have the presence of the water, which is, Scorpio is a water sign, but I do feel that you are being led and protected and guided by your ancestors through this process of revelation, and that it's one that you need to trust in yourself, trust in them, in your ability to embark on this. Okay, so we're going to go, because you know the wolf, although wolves are pack animals, they do take time to themselves as well. So there's a time Leo is normally, or whoops, sorry guys, Leo can be a very gregarious sign. It can be considered a very social sign, but this is a time for you to go within, a time for you to allow for that reflection that's being asked of us with Mercury in retrograde, but also amplified with this eclipse in Scorpio. Scorpio, again, asks us to go really deep, and that is going to require stillness. It's going to require quiet. It's going to require reflection. In addition, it requires this deep sense of trust in yourself and your spirit guides, Leo. So we're going to go to the tarot and take a look at the light and shadow aspects of this. I was called to use this spread. I haven't used in quite some time, and absolutely understanding why, because this is about the balancing of the light and the shadow, the balancing of yin and yang, and divine feminine and masculine energies within us, and that's coming through with every sign. Okay, so we're going to look at what we have in the light aspects, please, Spirit, for the sign of Leo. And I don't know if I mentioned, this is for those of you with Leo as your sun, moon, rising, or north node. You may find that these resonate for you or are helpful. So what do we have for aspects? Energies in the light for Leo around this upcoming lunar eclipse. I'm also getting nods to the Aries solar eclipse that happened on, when was that, April 19th and 20th? Something around that time frame for you, Leo, as well, was very important in this process. And we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, this is in the light, so this is something you're already aware of. You're already aware of this. I'm getting a sense of feeling defeated from this card. Give me just a second. We're going to pull two for each area of the spread, okay? So yeah, this is going to be deep for you, Leo. We're not talking about surface level things for you to look at and address and work to alchemize, but this is why it's a process that you really need to take on yourself. And I'm also hearing that because it's only you that knows yourself, I'm hearing two things. Okay, they're kind of overlapping. That was interesting. So one, it's only you can know yourself, what is true for yourself. But at the same time, it's important. This process is going to allow you to uncover that and really find what is true for you on your own. Oh, wow. Okay. What else for the light for Leo for the upcoming full moon in Scorpio? Please, Spirit. Thank you. I'm also getting this sense of this heart opening. Yeah, because the Ten of Swords is in the past. It's this cycle of, oh my gosh, look at that. Ten of Swords and Ten of Pentacles. Wow. So as I was saying, this Ten of Swords feels in the past. Something, again, that you're aware of both of these things, but I feel that the Ten of Swords is... hang on a second. Let me look at the shadow. Because I'm almost getting like a past and future energy here. So let's look at the shadow and see how it comes out there. Give me just a moment, Leo. Yeah, for the shadow. Please, Spirit, for Leo. Wands. So that's a fire energy, of course. Alright, let's see what else we have in the shadow. Because with you, Leo, I'm definitely getting this sense of past and future. Like this is the point in between where we make this shift. The shift from living in the Ten of Swords, living in this state of wounding and carrying so much betrayal and grief, and moving into the Ten of Pentacles. So let's see what else we have in the shadow for Leo, please, Spirit. Thank you. Hear the crow. The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is exactly it. That's so fascinating. Okay, so Leo, this point in the eclipse is, I feel like I should almost put it like this, because we have the light here, we have the shadow aspects here, but it's like this is this critical gateway portal turning point. It is a 5-5. 5 is a number of change. It's a 5-5 portal. We have 25 here, which is a multiple of 5. It's actually 5 times 5. So that's really interesting. But it also adds up to 7, which is the number of spirituality and consciousness and development of the self, I'm hearing. So I feel like this was your balance of light and shadow. And with the Knight of Wands is obviously fiery, right? Look, we have this explosion of the volcano, but the volcano is here is because the Knights all indicate movement in the cards, right? They symbolize movement. But with the Knight of Wands, it is an explosive movement, but then it stops. It's noted for inconsistency. It's noted for bringing a lot of passion, a lot of charging forward kind of energy, a lot of intensity. It can also be reckless. It can be inconsistent. It can be unstable. It can be not dependable, is what I'm hearing. But having that in your shadow, I feel like that has been motivating your movement, but it's led to this Ten of Swords. It's led to feeling wounded. It's led, and I'm feeling this in two ways. I'm feeling it in relation just to yourself, this being within, and this being your emotional experience, your internal experience, your energetic experience of this Ten of Swords, of this wounding, of this being really knocked down, stabbed in the back. And not one time, 10 times. But I'm also feeling this in relation to other people. But what's been motivating it, what's been opening you up energetically to experiencing this is this Knight of Wands, is this energy of rushing forward, of being inconsistent, of being very intense, but also oh my gosh, I'm losing my words. What's the word? I can't think of it. Okay, so it's moving forward without thinking, basically. Whatever that word is, it's gone. It's lost on me at this point. Thank you, Mercury Retrograde. Anyway, but not thinking things through fully before we jump forward, and it's leading to this wounding. It's putting us in these positions energetically and emotionally, and in some cases in situations with other people. I'm not feeling as if you've literally been stabbed. I'm saying energetically, but it's something that you have opened yourself up to on the internal and the external experiential level, if that makes sense to you. This time frame, this recognition of how these two have been linked in your past, this is what's needed right now. This is what the Scorpio full moon eclipse is revealing to you, and what it wants you to understand is that when we move into the state of being methodical with the Eight of Pentacles we have here in the shadow, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles in the light. When we move into the state of dedicating ourselves to this methodical, slow, persistent focus on that which we're trying to master and achieve, recognizing that it's going to take some time, it's going to take all of our focus, it's going to take us working through the night sometimes, as this card indicates, but we're weaving this web. See the spider web here? We're weaving this web of creation of what we want to move towards. It's not, and it's consistent. It's, I keep hearing the word dedicated. You're loyal to that which you are working to build. That's what leads to this Ten of Pentacles, Leo. It's not this rushing forward without much pre-planning or thought, but it's this consistency. And it feels this is in your shadow because this, it's that you've got to rein in that fire energy a bit. But there's light here. See the light that's shining over his workspace? That's where your fire goes. Use that as inspiration to dedicate yourself to what it is you're working to create, whether it's dedicating yourself to the flow of not the flow, but working on the stability of a relationship, or putting in the groundwork for a relationship, or whether that's in relation to the steady work and dedication to build the foundation for a family, whether it's in a home or actually building a family, having children, or if it's in a business or a creative project. But it's this dedication that is required and is being highlighted for you at this time, Leo. It's interesting that that's in your shadow, because I think you've actually, it's a different aspect of shadow than this Knight of Wands. It's almost as if you've chosen to put it in the shadow and not look at this Eight of Pentacles, this learning and skill building, this ability of yours to focus your fire energy and your intensity on that. Impulsive, that's the word I was trying to think of, to rein in this impulsivity and actually dedicate yourself. I feel like you've placed that in the shadow because it's somehow lost its value. But look at the value. It's the Ten of Pentacles. It brings the abundance, the stability, the foundation, the brightness, and this sense of security that I feel you've been seeking. Okay, so what do we have then for our divine feminine yin energies, please, Spirit? Energies for the sign of Leo. Oh, look at that, Temperance. Again, this balancing of the fire, and now we're balancing fire and water. We're balancing fire energy with our emotional energy. Temperance is also about, it is about patience. Look at that, there's the lunar eclipse. Wow, this is an important time for you. Another thing I wanted to mention, that Leo, you are a fixed sign, as is Scorpio, as is Taurus, as is Aquarius. So this moon may feel like it's giving you an uncomfortable shove to change this, to modify this, to bring you into this new cycle. Oh, wow. Look at that. More water energy. I bet when we come over here, we're going to see... All right, we're going to do Divine Masculine too, so we can get the full picture here. This is very much about balancing out your emotional state with your fire energy, with that that energy, that passion to create, to move, to explore, I'm hearing. All right, what do we have in the Divine Masculine? But there, we have the Temperance, we have the Two of Cups, that's balancing. The Two of Cups, look at how they're looking directly at each other. I feel this Two of Cups is more in relation to you and your higher self, to you and yourself. And again, look at the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, this is beautiful, Leo. Okay, let's see, what else do we have in Divine Masculine? So much asking you to find balance within your emotional and creative energies. Judgment. Oh, wow. Wow, Leo. Wow. Okay. The Divine Feminine Yin energy is about, it is about a state of surrender. It's about receiving. It's about creation. It is about flow, intuition, psychic gifts. It is about nurturing, compassion. She balances, and I'm getting, I mean, the Temperance is indicated with this feminine figure here, and she is balancing. Not only is she held by angels, but she's balancing the water and the fire energy. And this is what the divine, when there's a balanced divine feminine energy, this is how I'm feeling like this is the I want to say epitome of this balancing. I don't yeah, it is, because it's this that's interesting. Okay, so divine feminine energies are actually water and earth, which is indicated here by the pentacles. Divine masculine are fire and air. You don't have any, air is here with the swords. But it's interesting that we have, there's such a focus on, for you Leo at this time, on the water and the fire energies being related. This is what it is. Allowing the water energies to cool this fire a bit. Allowing it to soothe it, to calm it, to bring it, not to snuff it out, because see, the fire isn't snuffed out here, but see how the water is moving across her? allowing it to keep it in a state of manageability, so it's not impulsive. So we're using it from an intentional space, from a space that it uplifts us energetically and emotionally, and allows us to connect openly to our emotions and connect into our higher self, to really see the truth of who we are, which is what we talked about originally. This is card 14, which is another 5. And we have the 2 of Cups, but look, we have the moon here in both of these. Is that the moon? I didn't stick my head in front of the camera. Yeah, that's the moon also. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is divine masculine. So using again, the action goes into this offering of abundance, and using your judgment to, where is the intention? That's exactly it. Using your judgment to really look at, where am I directing my energy? How am I using this fire energy that has so much power within it, but is it bringing me to this place of wounding and pain? Or is it bringing me to this place of complete abundance and beauty and connection to Mother Gaia and this beautiful stability? This is lasting. This is like, sorry about my cat scratching back there. This is a legacy of abundance. This is not something that passes. This is not something that is fleeting. Again, it's not impulsive. This is something that's lasting, that withstands time. But it requires your judgment, and this is where the action comes in. And it's within balancing, it's this balancing of the fire and the water energy that allows you to really connect in with your higher self. And these two, this connection with your higher self, and utilizing your judgment and your skills of discernment, is going to allow you to see what energy you're in and what energy you're moving in, because we have all this on the divine masculine, which is more of the forward action sign, or not sign, but energy. But this is a very grounded energy. It's not moving forward with impulsivity, without intention anymore. It's moving forward very intentionally, using your judgment, your discernment all along the way, being prepared to put the time in to dedicate yourself to this path, to this way of moving. Because the other part of this that I'm seeing that I haven't brought up yet is this energy, because the 10 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles is about abundance in all forms. This energy is magnetizing you to a counterpart, to a soulmate. I'm hearing twin flame. Again, that's so interesting. I don't talk about twin flames in readings, but this is the second time this has come up for a sign. So, yeah, this energy helps to align you with a partner, a soulmate, whether it be a friend or a lover. It's magnetizing that same type of energy towards you, and this is the person that is your match. This is the person that I'm hearing sees and recognizes the truth that you have learned through this process at this time that's been revealed with this full moon in Scorpio. sees and accepts and acknowledges and loves that, loves you for that. Okay, Leo, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate your time, your attention, your openness to these messages. I would greatly appreciate if you would like, share, comment even. I would love to hear your comments. Subscribe to the channel. If you would like a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. Otherwise, I will be back soon. Thank you so much.